Hello, Juanpa. How are you, dear? Hello, Stig. Male 26 Denmark. Hello, Jack. How's training going? Hello again, Stig. Sunny says, hi, Mehran, 31 male Ontario. Okay, fellow Canadian. Juanpa. Juanpa says, pura vida from Costa Rica. Oh, I gotta learn what that means. But thank you. And Jack says, week 5 in the army training, I fired live rounds yesterday. Yeah, I know. I know. Stick says, hey again, you remembered me, haha. Stick says, sitting here with anxiety because I just spent the last few days with an American exchange student whom I've known for a few months. This was the last time I'll see her. She's going back to America. Well, yeah, that happens. Let me see, Stig. Remember, guys, give me your protocol, the codes with every question so I remember. How old are you, Stig? I forgot here. See, you never said it, did you? Oh, 26. Okay. With every question or comment, let me know that 3 little codes so at least it reminds me. Well, you're 26 and you met an exchange student and it's exciting from a different land. And so, and let's see, where are you, Stig? Denmark. Yeah, well, it's all right. There'll be others. Don't worry. That's the way it goes. Just enjoy for what it was. Sometimes the problem is when we try to turn the impermanent to permanent. And that's when the suffering starts. Just take it for what it was. Its duration was that. And you can't possess and hold and have everything in your inventory of life. You pass by, see a flower, you smell, you enjoy, you see how beautiful its effect is on the environment and has made your path even more beautiful and a better experience. That's it. Then you pass by and go. But if you want to take everything with you that you experience and is good experience, well, you'll be hoarding. You'll be having a life full of stuff that you can't even deal with any of them. So enjoy this for what it was and move on, and there'll be other things. Now, Jack says, getting used to the routine. I need the routine now. I find my mind is used to being constantly occupied. Yeah. Right now in the army, you let go. There is no other thing needed to be in your mind. Just you do what you're scheduled to do. You get up, get ready, go do whatever it is you do, marching or with the unit, the studies, the training. Everything is organized for you. You don't have to think of anything. So relax. Helen Olksaya says, hi, Mehran. Finally, I'm here. Good to see you. Miss you. Well, I miss you too, dear. And I'm glad that you guys could make it. I'm sorry that I had to cut it short about an hour ago. Was it? It was half an hour ago, actually. Or an hour ago. Because there was some things they were doing, I guess, outside stuff. The smell of some cleanings, and I didn't get good connections here, couldn't see myself and couldn't know what I'm showing you as far as the view is concerned. So anyhow, I'm here. I quickly took the time and Actually, I wanted to have breakfast later after my talk, but then I thought that's a good time. So I had my breakfast too in the meantime. Stig says we both knew it would end before it started, but we grew to like each other. Yeah, that's good. That's all right. She can always come back for a visit, or maybe you can go for a visit. I don't know. But it might not be the same experience, later on. So don't worry about it too much. There are other wonderful things await you in life. Six says, so it was hard to say goodbye today. Both had tears as, yeah, of course. And that's wonderful. That's wonderful. The Paris experiences, aloha Mehran, aloha. Aloha dear, aloha Paris. Paris, 30 years, Los Angeles. Well, I'm confused. Is it Los Angeles or is it Paris? Or and you forgot to put the F in there for female. See? Paris. And Paris says, I go to Maui every year. Have fun. Oh, yeah. Well, I hadn't been here for a long time. I used to come to Hawaii for many, many times. Since my son was 6 years old, we used to travel together. Went to Oahu. Then from afterwards, we're always coming to Maui, the same hotel. And it's just like home. So everything feels right. But it took me about 3-4 days to figure out that I don't have to do anything. I'm still wondering what spot I will find, how I can do my videos that I have in mind to do. Will I ever get to do it, or I'll just chill and veg and do nothing? But I'm really hopeful to find a convenient way to do it, because I got to carry the tripod, I got to carry the cameras, go somewhere which is quiet enough but beautiful enough. And then it's hot to stand there and do the videos. It's not convenient, really. I'm trying to do it in one shot without editing. So I don't know. I may actually face the camera to a beautiful scenery and then stand behind the camera and just talk, rather than, so I can be in the shade. I don't know how. I'll figure something out if I will do something. So, but yeah, Paris, it's a beautiful place here. I love it. Jack says, my ironing is now on point and my boots have mirrors shine to them. Yeah, you better believe it. But I knew that before I went to military, because I used to get up 4:30 in the morning, shine my riding boots to like, couldn't be any better. And then I was on the horse about 6:30 in the morning by the time I would travel to the club and all that. We were pretty disciplined. And then, of course, before I went to military, I was in university practicing Aikido, lots of discipline. So military for me was breeze, no big deal at all. Where my friends actually were humming and hawing, and they couldn't take it. So I'm glad that you're doing well. Juanpa says, pura vida means pure life in Spanish. Ah, thank you. Gracias. We use it in Costa Rica to say hi. Ah, pura vida. Ah, nice. I can use it here because there's some people who speak Spanish here and there. I see them. Pura vida. That's nice. Thank you. I say hi, goodbye, to say we are fine, and doing good. Oh, it's a universal word. Now I know Spanish then. I can use it wherever I get stuck. Yeah, pura vida. Then I go. So I brought my tea up from the breakfast table, so I have some tea here. So a little bit of a... Let's see what we have from Sunny. Sunny says one of two. All right, guys, prepare yourselves. We got a book coming. Sunny says, 31 male Ontario, girlfriend and I broke up 2 months ago. We weren't happy, but I wanted to work on things and she didn't. But made a mistake. Both made mistakes. Tried calling her today and she has blocked me on everything. How to get two of two? How to get over the hurt that I'll probably never get to talk to her again or apologize to her and end on good terms. Well, you know, she's blocked you. That means she doesn't need any of that. Therefore, means you don't need to pursue that avenue. Consider it an experience and move on. You don't have to focus on apology when the communication channels are broken. And if you say both have mistakes, then she probably owes you some apology. So this apology to that apology, as in algebra, you just factor on both. Looks like there is no need for apology. Move on. You haven't killed anyone, you haven't abused anyone physically or emotionally, so there was conflicts and divisions, no big deal. Move on. You don't have to have everybody like you. Well, it happened. That's what you were at that age, and you didn't make, neither one of you made grave mistakes like abusing each other, so then move on. That's the end of that. Stick says, yeah, it was doomed to fail eventually. We both knew it, but we grew to like each other. But you're totally right. Well, yeah, you know, it was good, and it's wonderful that you guys think good of each other for that relationship, and you will maybe base it as a kind of a helpful model for the next relationship. At least you have something to compare it to. And so that's it. That's what you take from it. No big deal. Jack says, I'm enjoying army life. The constant routine is good for me, I find. Keep me busy. Yeah, it is good. Everything is clear in the army because you don't have to do any thinking. You just follow orders and follow the schedule that is set, and everybody is doing it. Stien says, 27 male from Norway. Hello, Stien. Says, hello, Mehran. I hope you are doing well and having a good time. Yeah, I'm having a chill time. The routine is very simple. Today I woke up late. I usually wake up, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning here. But I woke up almost 8 o'clock. So then I had my routine. And then aloe vera a bit, avocado, sat outside, looked at the scenery, and talked to you guys a little bit, went for breakfast. Here I am. Today I plan on going to take the bus, going to the close by mall, get some sunscreen stuff, a good kind, the kind that doesn't have the chemical toxicities. I researched to find out which is the good ones. So then I'll probably prepare for tomorrow to hit the waters. Now that should be fun. I haven't gone to the ocean yet. Just walking around. But I got to figure out where to do the videos. It's not that it's very hot outside. It's not. And if I want to keep remembering, maybe I can write it all out and just read from what I've written rather than remembering it. That could be easy. Maybe I can have a scenery for you guys and I can just be behind the camera and just reflect on what I want to say and say it without having to watch for time and say it fast and all that, so I could read on my writing. That could be some way. Make it easy. I gotta figure that out. There are like about 20 videos I've prepared to do. And I don't want to do it indoors. If I do it indoors, I can do it right here with the window open, but it'll be dark. Like I'd be back to the light and you'll see the view all nice. Maybe I'll do it that way. I don't know. All right, so let's go on to Purya. Purya says, Mehran, since my father passed away, my uncle is living with us, and he's such a negative guy that it's almost impossible to relax at home. He keeps saying the Great War is coming. US is going to nuke. No. No. That'll never happen. US makes big mistakes, but they're not stupid. That would not be good for anybody. It would be mass murder. And we are not the kind of world to sanction that or to approve of that. Nobody does. No parts of the world will agree to use of any kind of a nuclear weapons. So don't believe him. Don't believe him. No. None of that is correct. No. No. Don't think that way. Just don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. It's good for nobody if such thing is even contemplated. And people are around the world, Europeans, Americans, they have differences and difference of opinions and behavior, but they're not crazy. And that is not good for any part of the world. And I don't think anybody in the right mind would ever do such thing. Anyhow, let's don't turn this into a political discussion. Don't believe that nonsense. Live your life. Be happy. And Helen says, Mehran, that's a wonderful view. How long you stay there? Do you have plans to come to US? Helen, I'll be here for 22 days, which means a few days past until May 22nd. I arrived May 1st. I'll leave May 22nd. Well, if I have any plans to come to US, I am in US, for heaven's sake. Do you guys have plans to come to Maui? I've come halfway, guys. Make the rest. Purya says, is it true we are going through hard times, but nothing has really changed here? Oh, it says, it is true that we are going through hard times, but nothing has changed here. We are well fed, buy what we used to buy, but the thing is, everywhere is filled with negative energy. Of course it is. Of course it is. But you don't have to take that negative energy in. Live your life and enjoy your life. Everything is going to be okay. Wampa says you can also say this tea is pura vida. Aha. Yes. This is pura vida. Doesn't it? A bit German and a bit Spanish. That's the best I could do. Majid says, hi Mehran. Hello Majid. How are you, dear? Gabriel Petrillo says, hi Mehran. Hello Gabriel. What happened, you guys? What happened to the protocol? For heaven's sake. Wayne Harmon says, male 46, Irish. Hello Irish friends. Hello Wayne. Says, hi Mehran. I've just purchased your 3 hard books. Oh, did you now? Via your site. Oh, I haven't checked the email. But you know, it's going to be a while before you get it because I'm not there. And I'm a one-man show. So therefore, it'll be quite a while before you get it because by the time I get there, it's another 2.5 weeks. Then settle down for a couple of days. Then put it all together, and the time it takes to get to you is probably going to be, I don't know, 15 days. Last time I sent to Germany was about 15-20 days. So I hope you don't mind, and I hope you'll be okay with you. So that'll be like, what, a couple of months before you get it? Well, what did you think? You think automatic corporation that everything goes smooth even if I'm not there and you will get your book right away? Sorry guys, it's a low budget company, one-man show, but definitely you'll get it. I hope that's okay with you, Wayne, and thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Very kind of you to support the channel and through your purchases and your attention. I appreciate that. Helen says, Mehran, where is your usual tea? Here. Today I have a special tea which I brought from my breakfast table, and it is called orange peel. Let's see, hang on. Oh, it's right here. Actually, there it is called, where is it? I don't know. It's called orange. It is called calm chamomile. Not that one, because I've got a bunch of tea here too as well, which I cannot find it. But it's quite nice actually. And she says you don't want to miss it. There's a lot of health food stores selling organic tea there. Yes, I actually went to a Cannery Mall just yesterday, day before yesterday, and I got some stuff. And there was a big, huge vitamin store that had all kinds of protein powders, and I didn't have to bring my protein shake with me, which I haven't used at all because I've been having real breakfast. And they've got everything. So I bought my aloe vera from there, and everything is here. I even didn't have to bring anything. Just maybe one t-shirt would have been fine, because you don't need more than that. Whatever you want, you can buy. I like to travel light. But I had to bring my cameras, my tripod, and 2 computers, and stuff. So I'm not traveling that light, but I'm still okay. Helen says, oh, I saw it. Okay, what did you see? Helen says U.S. mainland. U.S. mainland. Where are you located, Helen? Until she gets back to us, I go to Majid. Majid says, lost my friends since my breakup, and tips for loneliness and boredom. You know, guys, if you want to remedy your loneliness with people, friends, that is like hanging on to freedom and balance by a thread. Because what you're actually anchoring to is not a strong, solid, stable point of anchor anyhow. It's like you're trying not to fall in the pond by hanging onto a rope that is latched onto or tied to a narrow branch of a tree. Well, it breaks and you fall. You try to save yourself or create balance or happiness or stay away from loneliness by friends only, rely on that. Well, what are those friends? They're also human beings subject to problems, depression, sadness, changes. They're nothing solid that you can count on. They can move away, they can break up with you, you can break up with them, they can change lifestyle, you may not approve of their lifestyle anymore. So many things that happens that you're depending on something that itself is not so by and large dependable per se. It could also go through changes that anyone else could. So why don't you latch yourself to something that is more secure, such as getting along with life. I know people have populated this life, and not all types that you meet your standards and expectations. But if you connect yourself with your plans that you want to accomplish, what you want to make out of yourself, what relationship and connection you have with the nature, things to do with things that they don't oscillate or they don't change drastically in their relationship with you. People do. So if you want to count on your friends to keep you from loneliness, well, what are you going to do when you get attached to them? Condition yourself to that kind of a lifestyle, or count on them to bring you the happiness you're looking for. What are you going to do when they change, when they move away, when they can't handle their own lives? Why don't you become free from all that and just enjoy friendship as something extra, not the basis of your freedom, basis of your happiness? Find the happiness within you and what you want to do with nature, what you want to do with your life, how you want to spend your day. Learn to love yourself. Have a cup of tea and have a relationship with this tea. I know it sounds crazy, but what I'm trying to say is become independent from needing other human beings in order to feel whole. Feel whole by connecting to the universe and your plans and what you want to learn, what you want to accomplish, and how you want to affect life and environment and other people itself in this life, and then choose and find friends, and as long as it lasts. So they're gravy, they're extra, they're kind of new things that come and go, and look at them as that, not as, oh, I've got friends, therefore I gotta put up with everything and make sure that I keep him in order to survive and be happy. No, make that happiness to be under your control, having to do with life, living. I know it is important to have friends, but it's not detrimental if you don't have them. That's the way I look at it. So then in that way, you will choose friends with a little tighter standards. Who are they? Where do they come from? What are they into? What do they do? Rather than just, oh, I need a friend to feel happy because I can't deal with myself. Then you're at the jeopardy. You will just become part of a group, part of a friends, because you don't have that leadership about how to lead your own life. So you start, becoming part of other people who themselves, they don't have a clue what they're doing, but they may put up a nice front and you may think that they know they're happy, but who knows if it's true or not. So rely on yourself and build your own lifestyle, and then find friends according to see if they meet your standards, if they're, measure up, and so on. Become independent. Lord Simon says, 20-year-old Italy, ¿Cómo stai? I haven't heard from you for a while. And says, greetings, Mehran. I have serious problems about approaching girls. And I'm starting to think that searching a girlfriend is a waste of time. Well, sometimes when you're searching, you don't know if you're searching in the right place or not. Therefore, you won't find anything, and therefore you think you've wasted your time and you give up searching altogether. It's like you're going to be looking for, I don't know, salmon in the mountains. You can't find it, then you say, oh, it's useless to look for salmon. You got to go to the ocean maybe. And so what I'm trying to say is stop searching. Start living. Live your lives. Do what it is that you're there to do. Accomplish your tasks. Fulfill your dreams. On the way, you will experience new things. Some of them could be opportunities of meeting some wonderful woman. Then you decide if she suits your lifestyle or not. Otherwise, it's futile to just keep searching. There's so many people around. And how do you know that's the right one? Unless you communicate with them, establish some kind of friendship. And all that needs a certain kind of a venue or forum or certain kind of a appropriate way of, being introduced and whatnot. You can't just think, oh, I'm walking in the street, there are 100 beautiful women and none of them I could, connect with, therefore it's useless to search. That's not searching. So get busy with your own life. While you're living, then you may meet people and then see if they measure up or not. So, and Helen sends lots of little emojis. Okay. Murray, male 56, Manitoba. Hello, Murray. Puria says, Mehran, do our dreams have any special meanings? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Sometimes you've been thinking about something, planning all day long and thinking about it. And when you sleep, your mind enters into a very calm state, infinitely imperceptible decreasing ripples. Mind becomes calm. Then it reflects everything that is floating in the consciousness randomly. And some of them could be what you've been thinking all day long, which happens to be having a fresher imprint on your mind. And then when it's calm, it shows itself a little bit more clear than the other stuff that is in your head. It may or may not have any meaning. It usually doesn't. Lord Simon says, I'm tired to see other guys getting what they want. How do you know they get what they want? Just because they're with a girl, that doesn't mean that they got what they want. They may be having some kind of a problem with her, or there are other things that they may be missing in life. So just somebody having a girlfriend doesn't mean everything is set in his life. There may be other things that he needs in life. Maybe he doesn't have enough money, a good job, education, or plans, don't know what to do. Maybe they're having problems internally, but you don't see that problems when they're walking around. Everybody can have good moments here and there. So don't look at people and think that they got it and you don't got it. Just don't worry about what others do, what others have or don't have. Focus on what it is you want to accomplish. Be into your own life, build your own life, and on your way to build whatever it is you want to build, you will have your chances and opportunities. Then you decide. He says, girls think that I'm not interesting, and when I ask them to get out, they avoid the date. It's not them who think that you're not interesting. It is you who think you're not interesting. And unless you change that, what's in their mind, in your mind, would not change. Once you change about this thinking about yourself, and you start respecting yourself, loving yourself, valuing yourself, through the things that you do and accomplish in life, focusing on building your life and delivering things that you want to deliver in this life, learn in this life, then you have changed your image of you in your own mind. Then you will not think that you're not interesting, and therefore you will not think that the girls will think that you're not interesting. You will actually think, because you think you're interesting, the girls will also think that you're interesting. It's all about what you think about yourself that you're projecting outwardly. And it bounces back, comes back to you. And you think, oh, that's what they think. They don't. So in other words, don't give a damn about what you think they think. You just do what you think you should be doing and be happy. And if you're confused from what I said, don't worry. That's normal. I usually confuse people. Dragos says, your videos really helped me through some tough times going through breakups. Thank you for your wisdom and God bless. Thank you very much, Dragos, or however the name is. I appreciate you supporting the channel, and I'm delighted that the channel has been helpful to you, and you're on your way to regain your balance and enjoy your life. And that's what the channel is for. And you guys remember that we have over 1,500 videos on this channel. Pretty much anything that comes to your mind after your breakup, if you search it on the search engine of my channel, just put the word that you feel, there are bound to be some videos about it. And if you wanted to further support, of course, go to my channel, mind@seekstruth.com. There you will find opportunity to send your question via email, which is now paper email. Because as I said before, there's so many emails I receive, I don't know which one to answer. So I only answer the ones that are actually helpful to the channel. And that's the way I justify why I chose this one to answer. So I don't feel guilty of not answering all. And also you have an opportunity to make an appointment on Skype, to have a Skype chat with me one-on-one, to explore things deeper and together and figure out what it is that has stuck you where you are and help you to move on to bigger and better things. And at the same time, you'll find the books that I have written there in hard copy or in ebooks, which is far less expensive. And of course, with the hard copies, I will sign it and put a note in it for you and send it to you. And the ebooks will arrive to you right off the bat. So now that I've plugged the, the channel and the site, we can go on. And don't forget to please subscribe if you haven't. And if you watch a movie, click on like if you will, because we still need the YouTube algorithm to recognize us and helps us to be more recognizable and visible, so people join us. We're still shy of 1 million subscribers by about 983,000. So get on with it, guys. What's going on here? Every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a channel of this sort with 1 million subscribers, and we are, of course, as you've mentioned it 1,000 times, far superior in content. But yet, What are we hanging around? 17,000 subscribers? Not acceptable. Majid says, when are you doing one-on-one consultation again? I do all the time. I just had one 2 days ago on Friday. Here, right here. The consultation can go on anytime. The email questions from the site can go all the time. The ebooks purchase, it's automatic. The only thing that I can attend to is the hard copy books that are purchased. I have to get back to Vancouver and then sort it out there. Otherwise, everything else, consultation, one-on-one consultation, Skype consultation, the questions, the books, everything is still ongoing no matter where I am in the world. And no place better than Maui to do a consultation. So, and I'm doing it, so that has not been interrupted at all. Majid says, also Mehran, you seem tall. Lol, how tall are you? I'm not that tall. I'm average. I think I'm 5'9". When I was younger, I thought I'm 5'10". Till I dated a girl and we were talking and she said, and we were talking about height, and I said, I'm 5'10". She said, no, you're not. I said, well, really? That's what it is. I said, no, I'm 5'10". She was 5'10", and she was taller than me. So then quickly I realized, then I'm not. So I measured myself carefully this time. The 5'9". That's it. If not shorter. About 5'9". I think 5'9" is correct. But you know, the older I get, I guess we shrink a little bit. And because, you know, the feet has a curve, a little arch. And the older we get, because of all this stuff that we do, running, playing, weightlifting and all that, eventually in the old age, there will be less of an arch. That less of an arch is, I guess, that difference that you see you're shorter. And of course, if you keep your posture and you don't, bend your back when you get older and keep your posture by exercising, then you'll actually stay as tall as you are. And by the way, I'm looking forward to go to the gym today after this. Or maybe I'll go to the cannery first. Anyhow, let's get back to what we're doing here before I bore you guys with my daily plan. Moray says, where are you? Not North Van. Yeah, well, I was in West Van, but now I'm in Hawaii. Lord Simon says, in your opinion, is it better to be alone, isolated, and improving myself? Don't care about that. No, you can do it both. You can attend to your life, live your life, meet your goals, and if you meet someone decent that you like, you can be friends, you get to know her. You don't have to isolate yourself. That's temper tantrum. You don't have to run away. Oh, I don't find it, so I go and punish me. Because you're thinking that something is watching and you want to show you're dissatisfied by seeking seclusion, and that's a way of selfishness or seeking attention. And whose attention you're seeking? Your own controller, which is your own consciousness. Because you have created a secondary, so to speak, invisible consciousness that you think it's actually watching what you think. And you're putting in show for that and hoping to get some favors from that. And you think that is your, perhaps, deity, which is all your own thoughts. So don't do that. Live your life. Live your life and be patient. You're just 20 years old. How old are you? I don't know. I forgot. Simon, you're 20 years old. Are you? Remember, guys, repeat the protocol with every question so I will know. So no, don't go through that nonsense. Live your life, be happy. Don't throw temper tantrums. So you didn't find a girl, so big deal. Until someone really nice and classy. If you don't have standards now, you will have no standards when you get older. You know? Never sell yourself short. Always expect something that you would be happy to sit with, talk with, walk with, play with, do things, and that needs connection on consciousness level. So otherwise you'll be just focusing on physical appearance only. I'm not saying it's not important. It's very important, physical appearance, that everyone would prefer, but it has to come with lots of substance. Otherwise, no physical appearance is enough to keep a relationship going or to bring that kind of a quality of relationship that you're expecting. There's so many beautiful, gorgeous girls in this world, and there's so many handsome and wealthy men in this world, and let's say they get together, the gorgeous girl and the handsome man, and haven't you seen them? There are lots of them around, but what happens? They also get separated, divorced. So why? She was beautiful and he was handsome and wealthy, so what happened? Because that's not what really keeps the relationship together. It's about what's the connection between the two consciousnesses. So if you can create a balance between the looks and the physical attributes of whatever else that you expect from your partner, woman, man, whatever, and the connection to consciousness, then you got something going. At least it will last a little longer, hopefully. And Gabrielle says, Mehran, 36, Argentina. I've been in a relationship for 7 years. 1 year since I broke up. I'm meeting new girls, but no one seems to be the one, and it's very frustrating. Should have a family at my age. Why is it frustrating? What's the hurry? So for the sake of having a family, you just want to jump into any relationship because that's what you're focusing on? I gotta fulfill this, therefore I'm gonna sacrifice what I expect for the result that I hope for. That won't happen. If you don't have the right ingredients, the cake or the cooking is not gonna turn out good. So just because you want to have a meal, it doesn't mean that you should forgo the ingredients that you should be having in that meal. So I think be patient a little bit and find out, maybe different venues, and maybe you will have a better chance to meet new people. Don't compromise. Helen says, Mehran, what can you say about and who is divorced 5 times? I'm not going to say anything to you until you tell us where the heck is it that you're stationed. Everybody has but you. Age, where you come from. I mean, where you're tuning in from. No soup for you. I'll go to Mary now. I'm on my devious mode. There is Kalani. Kalani says, my brother Mehran, how are you? Well, I'm fine, Kalani. I'm in your land. I'm in Maui now, of course, not Oahu, where you are. Kalani says, I've been so busy and focusing on life. Thanks to you. Good, delighted to hear that. Love the t-shirt, by the way, and still watch your content. Kalani 27, Hawaii was 26, but birthday came up March 27. Happy birthday, Kalani. Good to see you here. Well, here I am in Maui, in your neck of the woods. And this is the 3rd live talk we have from Maui. I'm delighted to see you here. So let's go back to where I was here. Murray says, procrastination due to anxiety caused by my attempts not being good enough. How to overcome this. And he also reminds everybody to do a thumbs up on the video. Well, thank you very much, Murray. I appreciate it. Yeah, please, guys. There's 17 of us. Hopefully, we'll see at least 17 thumbs up. Murray, you say procrastination due to anxiety caused by your attempts not being good enough. How to overcome? Well, just start thinking that you will do better. You will do better to meet your goals. You will do better about the things that you know you shouldn't be doing and you know that you should be doing, and start from there. And there will be no anxiety when you're happy about your performance and the fact that you met your requirements and your expectations of that particular day. Small things. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but small things. It can start with just, I don't know, making your bed when you get up out of your where you sleep. Clean it up. Clean your apartment. Make sure you're all taking care of yourself, spiffy yourself up, and have a good frame of mind by thinking, I can do this. I can do this, and this is what I'm going to be doing today, and I expect myself to do this today. And then this is what I do every day because I expect myself to do it because I want to reach this goal and make these changes in myself. Small stuff. And then you will not have that anxiety because you'll be happier about what you're doing, which means you have a in about where you're going and that you will meet your expectations. So that will reduce the anxiety in that way. Lord Simon says, thank you, Mehran, with a heart. Thank you very much, Lord Simon. Glad that you're enjoying it. And Wayne says, male 46 Irish, no problem in delay of shipment of books. I've ordered Mehran. Looking forward to reading them when they arrive. Okay, thank you very much. Very gracious of you. And I appreciate your support for the channel very much. So, Helen says, sorry, what can you say about a potential partner who is 5-time divorced? Would they be so broken to have a normal relationship with me, for example, who has not been married at all? I still haven't seen the protocol. I'm going to ignore Helen because I'm on Dr. Evil's mode. Helen, we know you're in US, but where? And how old? Give me the info. Throw me the bone. Let's see, I'll go to the end and see if she's already... Aha! There it is. The answer is here. It says, in the beautiful Tennessee. Ah, okay. Tennessee walking horse. There it is. Female 45 Tennessee. From Tennessee, I've learned the Tennessee walking horses. Beautiful horses. But pretty cruel training them, I think, to walk like that. That's not normal for a horse. Anyhow, having said that, let's go back to Helen because I promised I won't be evil more than I should be. And so she asks, what do you think about a possible partner for her who has been divorced 5 times? Gee, that needs a real contemplation, because you need information to know what were the reasons 5 times. I mean, 5 women cannot all be having the same problems unless he's really choosing bad. And if he's choosing that bad, why is he interested in you? Obviously, I mean, if you will consider yourself a wonderful, good woman with, balanced or normal traits and lifestyle, so you wouldn't be someone who would be weird or devious and all that if we consider all those 5 people had something wrong with them, something major, and the guy is totally innocent of all participation in that in those, causing those divorces or not having the relationship working out. If you want to assume that, it's kind of naive. And there must be something. I mean, because the two did fall in love, decided to get married, and the only common denominator in all 5 divorces were what? This man. I don't know anything about him. I cannot say he's a bad man at all. Maybe all those 5 people were just simply bad women, or had a different lifestyle than he did, or were just simply changed, or whatever the reason is. I have no judgment on this guy because I don't know him. But what I'm just saying from what has been offered to me as far as information is that the common denominator in all these 5 divorces is him. So you need to ask him what went on and if he would be truthful to you. And so I'm saying, instead of getting married with him, why don't you just be in a relationship with him for now and see how it works? Instead of getting married, then finding out and divorcing, which seems to be the case in the other 5, just don't get married. Find out and then. And even, why should you get married at all? Just be in a relationship. And anytime that is not working out, walk away. You don't have to fuss with the whole unity and the divorce and all these stuff. Because 5 times is not a small number in making such big decisions. So he makes those decisions maybe sporadically, so easily, without thinking. That could be 2. That means impulsive. I'm sorry, not impulsive, compulsive. He just goes with the flow. And if that's the representation of his lifestyle, well, that's not really something that could offer a solid base to build on something. He could be building and building, but what you're building is on a ship floating on the water, and it moves. When it moves, things will start moving too with the waves and fall apart. I don't know, maybe that's what the problem was, the fact that he was moving about or getting tired or bored or not having a clear direction in his mind or set to build anything. He just wants to use, enjoy, and then gives up because he now has a mood to move on to something else. And that means definitely he has not been bonding on consciousness level or knowing about that, but focused on maybe, I don't know anything about him, but from what the little I know, maybe he's focused on himself, maybe selfish behavior and enjoying his life. And when he runs out of that, he changes ship to have more entertainment there, and then goes through all the rides there, and then finds he has to change ship again. That's the possibility. Otherwise, in general, this is the general discussion. Otherwise, I don't have really solid information about who he is, what the other girls were like, what happened, none of that. So can't really go further than that, Helen. Puria says, I recently met a girl. She's a year younger and a bit taller, like 3-4 centimeters. But I guess we both like each other. She asked me out once, and also asked me not to tell other friends about it. All right. That's how it is over there. Until something is serious, they don't want anybody to know because it's all about reputation and this and that. Oh, she's been out, she had a boyfriend before, and this and that, all that nonsense. So, okay, so big deal. And Puria continues, on the date, she claimed she loves a shorter boy, but doesn't know how to show it to him. So I acted friendly and gave her a few tips. Acting friendly is what I always do. The reason I get few girls. Well, she asked you out. You thought it was a date, but she just wanted to pick your brain. look, don't turn into someone who's going to help other girl to get her guy. Don't think you're satisfying yourself because you're now being with a girl. No. Just tell her, look, I don't know. You deal with it the way you got to deal with it. I'm interested to get to build a relationship with my friend and have a girlfriend. And if you're not the kind that I would, we could explore it together, I'm not interested to who you're interested in. So I respect your choice, and I think that we should call it a day. That's it. Don't turn into a girlfriend for your possible girlfriend. Now, Birch View. So guys, don't forget to click on the like, if you will, and don't forget to check my site, mind@seekstruth.com, for Skype consultation, the books, ebooks, and emails that you can send your questions to me for a nominal fee now. As I mentioned before, so many emails I receive, I don't know which one to answer, and I can't sit down and answer everything because it becomes really not so viable way of spending time. So I had to put a little fee to make it worthwhile. And I think that would be meeting everyone's approval, because that's the way we can support the channel in order to do bigger and better things someday, eventually. So Birch says, my girlfriend has trust issues due to the past. She may think I'm just using her for sex. I really do love and care for her. How could I help her see this, since it is hard for her due to the past? Well, help her to see this with your actions. Don't just tell her, I love you. Because the more you say, I love you, she thinks you're not good enough anyhow, because you love her. And obviously, she doesn't have enough trust in what she hears, or because of the past relationships. So focus on how you can, with your behavior, bring her attention to your character. And don't be so hung up on that. That's her problem, really. You can help her if she asks for, and be always there to say, I'm here to discuss, to help, to, explore, because I want to see you for who I am, not to perceiving me as the people that you've had relationship before and experienced before. I want you to focus on me, not interpreting what I do as something somebody else did and it didn't turn out to be a good person. So I want you to focus on the now, on the reality, on the actuality, on me as a human being, as a person who's different, with different consciousness than the ones that you've met and dated before, and see me for who I am based on my words and actions combinations. And I will look at you the same. I won't simply think just because you have trust issues, then I should always prove myself to you. I will also judge you to see if you measure up, because I also want to be loved and be trusted, to feel good about myself. If you constantly put that kind of a emotion and energy on me, I feel lost myself. I feel like I can't trust myself, because somebody who's close to me and I love her constantly dubs me with negative remarks. And I don't want that in my consciousness. So I like to actually give yourself a chance to let me know you, who you are, not know you by the experiences you've had with the other guys before me. So let us both have this agreement that we see each other for who we are, according to our words and actions toward each other, not toward the past. Then we can go on and see where it leads us. Ross, male 30 UK, says, I wish I could go back to 3 years ago when I ended relationship with my ex-girlfriend. She had everything a guy looks for. Really? How do you know? A beautiful person, inside and out, threw it away due to my bad mental health. Well, it wasn't something you chose. It was something that you had to deal with, and as you said, it was bad mental health. So you learn from it, you grow on that, and then next one. It's not the end of the world, that's for sure. Puria says, on the date she okay, we see that one. And Helen says, he's a good man, but have anger issues. Ha 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 ha. I guess he's so broken, and it's not my fault. I came to this life, and the situation is this. Well, anger issue, you don't want to waste your time on that sort of problem. He has to go clean himself up before he comes and present himself to a woman. Woman should feel safe, should be able to feel she can express herself. And she also, like the man, should be logical and reasonable. And both of them together, in that way, they can do good things. Otherwise, anger issue could result in some possible violence, physical violence, and that's not where you want to put yourself. So you're as responsible right now as you could be for the decisions you're making to be with someone whom you know has an anger issue or a checkered past in the meaning of 5 different marriages and divorces. So here we are getting some kind of information. Maybe the anger issue is bigger than you think. Maybe, just maybe, that was the reason for all the divorces. Who knows? But be careful the tightrope you walk on. Purya says, I have a feeling she meant me as a shorter guy. Well, in the right time, go for a kiss and you will know. Just be blunt. Say, I'm also shorter than you. Am I the guy? And if she said, and tell her, if you say no, I have no reason to see you again. Just so she knows, she can't just hide it and also still be friends with you. And if you say yes, then I tell you, I don't mind. I actually like you. But only if she said yes. And if she said no and all that, say, okay, bye-bye, have a nice day. After that date. Be nice to her that date, but then say, she calls, no, I'm not interested to go out with you when you're already into someone else. It's just not healthy for me. I'm looking for a real investment of time for a possible relationship for someone that I like. Simple. Don't have to beat around the bushes. Just say it exactly what it is. Ross says, at the time and had to move away for studies. Not a day goes by when I don't think of her. Well, yeah, but you don't have to think of her. It's not a given. It's not a must. You choose to think of her. Well, think of other beautiful girl, other girls. Just understand that this is over. And I don't have to be in it. I can simply move on and focus on other girls. I do not have to think about the past. But you choose to because that's the most convenient. If I go into my memory, I find her, me, I feel good, I feel I have a girlfriend, and I feel, whatever, Handy, Randy, and all that. Don't. Get it in real life. Go find others. Just go be rejected with someone that you seem to like and want to be friends with her, and ask her if you want to have tea or coffee, and she says no. Say, okay, great, no, and you go away. But don't linger with that kind of a torture of, I have to think of her because she was so nice. She was so nice, but whatever happened, she's not with you right now. So accept that and move on. And he says, she probably is still with someone else. And I'm like, wow, you can talk about that as long as you want, but it makes no difference. You better get off your ass and go and make friends and find another relationship. No, whatever you're saying is nonsense. You have never met someone just like that. It's just you. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist better than that. Just you. You have a limited experience. So go on and, explore, and you will see there's a lot better than her. You just haven't met him yet. So. Purya says, by the way, I'm not that short. I'm 170. Oh, then, but she's still taller than you? 179 is almost 6 feet. That's pretty tall. I'm 175. All right. Jerry Livy Batista says, Jerry, 27, Puerto Rico. I'm a big guy. I have no idea on meeting approach woman after my breakup with first long-term girlfriend. Being a big guy doesn't help. Should just I focus on myself, or can I approach? Of course you can approach. What do you mean? What, big guy or short guy? You will have a connection between your minds, and not necessarily. And when you say big guy, I don't really know. Is it tall? Is it heavy? Is it muscular? Whatever it is, you let them do the decision. You make your moves always, and let them be the judge of it. If they liked it, great. If they didn't like it, well, okay, next one. So there's not going to be the end of the world if you just ask some girl that you like and she says, no, I am not interested. Or however she shows it. Whether it's because of our looks or our height or size or whatever it is that the girl doesn't like us, that's okay, that's her choice. And that's her decision. But that doesn't make any changes in me. I'm still wonderful, you think. I'm still the person I am, you think. And everyone should think that way. I'm still as good as I am. And just because somebody does or does not like me doesn't make me better or worse. I will go on until I find someone who actually values me, appreciates me, likes me as much as I do myself, or at least near, close to it. And we both will start on that footing. That's all. You're a man. You're supposed to be asking, appropriately, properly to a woman that you like. And if they say no, no problem. Next. We're used to be rejected, so no big deal. And that's fine. That's part of being a man. Birchview says 24 male UK. By the way, sorry, I didn't know protocol. No problem, Birch. Thank you for that. Kalani says, damn, so great you're here. Feel so close to me. Lol, hope your trip going good and get to do everything you want in Hawaii. Are you with your son? No, my son is old enough and has got his own business and his own time, and he's been here, God knows, in the past 6 months, I don't know, 3 times already. And every time, I guess, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month, 2 weeks. No, I'm just on my own. It's the first time in my life I'm traveling to Hawaii alone, actually. We've traveled many times to Oahu and to Maui, but this is the first time. I'm on my own. So after this, I'll hit the gym, or I'll go to Canary Mall, and then I'll do stuff and come back at the gym. And tomorrow, I hope to hit the waters. And Helen, we saw this one. Helen says, in the beautiful Tennessee. Oh, yeah. I said, I didn't see the line before. We're the kindest and beautiful people you ever met. Oh, really now? Oh, well, then set up a meeting and sell tickets and for a workshop and a weekend. Invite me and I'll come and do a workshop for the people that you've invited, and they've all paid for it to the point that I can be invited with that kind of a plan. And this is what any one of you can do, and then we can all grow that way. And then if you guys actually do it, they contact me, and then we'll set up the parameters and what things that could be possible for you to get out of it as well, because we want the channel to be helped, but at the same time we don't mind if through that the organizer will also get something out of it as well. So who knows, maybe that would be a way we can spread the word. Purya says, crazy thing is my father and I were so close together, but after 20 days after his death, I'm doing just fine trying to build my life. Yes, of course. Having fun, etc. Thank you for everything, sir. You inspired me. I'm delighted to hear that, because that's exactly what your father wanted and what you should want. And the same thing here. I'm having my life and so on because my father lives alive in my mind, in my heart, in who I am. I see my father through me when I want to. And therefore, you got to go on and attend to your responsibilities and duties and live your life. And when our father is passed, doesn't mean you should stop living. In fact, it means you're now a full-fledged man and all the responsibilities on your shoulder, and you can do it. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left. Usually, fathers, not always, but when they leave, they're confident that their children can take care of themselves or matters of life. Delighted to hear that, Purya. Daisy says, hello from Daisy. Okay, Daisy, hello. Where are you tuning in from, Daisy? And how old are you? Daisy says, just joined and thumbed you up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just make sure to give us the little info of male, female, how old, and where you're tuning in from, like M or F, and then the age and the country or the city you're from. And Helen says, okay, we saw that one. And Nasro says, hi, my dear uncle. I hope everything is going well for you. Thank you, Nasro. All good here. Good to see you here. Helen says, Mehran, anxiety disorders due to mental issues, I guess, and anger issues too. He wanted us to get married and move to another state soon, but I want to have prolonged talk and counseling together. That's the problem. You can see it right there. He wants to get married soon and move to another province because he gets anxious about the past, memories, this and that, and he thinks distance and moving away from things is the solution to his problems, where the solutions are always in the mind, not by distancing yourself geographically from a certain kind of a location or environment or situation. We got to know how to handle that. Helen says, you were right to say that a woman needs security, and I don't feel 100% secure in my heart because I felt he has not really told me everything. But the question is, do I have to know everything? Yes. As far as it's concerned about, well, you may never know everything. But by everything, I mean, you got to know everything about him. Maybe not necessarily about what happened with the other women, because you can't get the truth necessarily. It's only from him, unless you see all those 5 women. Perhaps that is what you should do. Because this is not a joke. You don't want to put yourself in a certain kind of a situation where you can't really be in control, or at least have a balance or security, feeling of security, whether physical or psychological security. And I don't know how long you guys have been meeting each other or seeing each other. The fact he just asked you to quickly get married and move to another state, I question that. I question that. You're 45 years old. What are you in a hurry? I mean, you're probably at a good part of your life. Intelligence, wisdom, experience. So I wonder. Anyhow, think it through. Think it through. Cherialvi Batista says, big as in heavy set fellow. Well, it doesn't matter. Again, there are many women who like big heavy set fellows. So maybe you got to focus on that. Since you don't know, you just go be yourself, do what you do, and approach whoever you think appropriately you can approach, and see if you guys hit it off. And if not, okay, next. But you can't be sitting around hoping that the right one will come in through the door and say, and she has a sign that says, I like big heavy fellows. Then you feel safe to go. No, you got to go hunting. You got to go fishing. You got to go and present yourself. Here's me with confidence. Be nice, be gentle, be funny, be good. And you will see who is up to having a more than a regular friendship with you, who doesn't, who just want to be friends, and figure it out that way. You certainly can't do anything by sitting around, waiting around. Live your life, build your life, do whatever it is that you're supposed to accomplish in this life. And in the meantime, you see someone you like, you appropriately approach and see how it's going, what's going on. Have confidence. And then see if they also like it. Great. Not. In the meantime, maybe you like to kind of hit the gym slowly, check with your doctor and make sure it's all good, and do certain kind of exercise and change your nutrition. And it's not that difficult to lose weight. Look, you remember, I don't know if you were here, I lost 26 pounds in about 2 or 3 months. The first month it was 15 pounds. Second, it was, I guess, 4 or 5 pounds or more. And through the 8 months of specific regimen, I lost 26 pounds. I was 195 and I'm now 170, 171. My cholesterol level came to normal without medication. Blood pressure became much better. No medication. I upped the exercise 3-4 times a week and followed up after the weight training with cardio. And then I ate a protein powder without sugar, just a vegetable-based protein powder, and an avocado and olive oil, aloe vera, and maybe some nuts in the morning. And that was it. Through the day, nothing. Some nuts, maybe some blueberries. But after I go to the gym 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night and finish, I come home and have beans, a tomato, onion, and mixture of beans. Mostly white bean is the best one. Low in carbs and good in protein, and some turmeric, no salt. I loved it. And vegetables, green vegetables. Perfect. Mushrooms, put that in there too if you like. And raw vegetables. So 2 times a day I ate. I didn't get hungry anymore. Even here, I eat 2 times a day. Breakfast, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then 5, 6 o'clock at night, I'll have dinner. And maybe little munchies here, maybe an apple or avocado or something. That's it. Maybe a natural bar with dates in it, not sugar. That's it. And I'm keeping, you see, you got to know how many calories you need to stay on your weight every day, and then you cut from that. I knew it was 2,600 that I needed to have to keep my weight. So I went for 1,200, 1,400. So I dropped 1,000 or 12 or more calories a day. So I guess 3,000 calories is 1 pound. So quickly you lose it if that's what you want to do. But talk to your doctor and make sure it's healthy for you. Because I'm not a doctor, I'm just saying these things as suggestions, but you got to do your own check-in and make sure it's all healthy for you, and that's what you want to do, and do it. Now, let's go back to where we were. Majid says, Mehran, my friend just called me asking to go on holiday with 2 MTE and 3 Russian girls. With 2 MTE, what is MTE? And 3 Russian girls, lol. And another invited me for a shisha, lol. How being grateful attracts things. Yeah, but I wouldn't accept the shisha thing. Never, ever. Don't touch any of that sort of stuff, or any kind of a smoke, or drugs, or whatever it is. But going on holiday, you might consider that, who knows, depending on the company, I guess. But I guess you got to meet them all and see if you guys hit it off okay, and then decide on that. Alejandro says, 36 male Boston. How to stop the brain order from bad memories to create new thoughts? Well, just focus on the new stuff. Focus on now. Focus on life. Focus on the things that you do. Give your mind a mandate of focusing full attention to what it is that you're trying to accomplish every day. And that naturally will turn the focus to what needs to be focused on, rather than, idling and having no place and no focusing point, and therefore falling onto the memory to find an order and security in there, which would be where your memories are and so on, that you don't want to think about. That perhaps would be a good start. Puria says, I wish I could stay longer, but it's 2 a.m. here and I'm wasted. Okay, and send you infinite love from Iran. Thank you very much, Puria. All the best to you. It was wonderful to see you here, and delighted to hear how you're dealing with life. And I'll see you soon. And Helen says, 5 years. Guys, remember, I got to cut it short now, because we promised we will not go for 2, 3, 4 hours of discussion anymore on the live talks. It's only 1 hour. We're already half an hour over, but let's see. We'll just do a few more questions, and that would be it. Helen says, 5 years to go. Oh, you're 5 years together. Well, you should know enough about him. And if you guys have been 5 years together, why do you have to move away? Stay where you are and continue your relationship. Why does it have to be married? Because you're not living together? Is that what it is? Well, move in without getting married and see how it goes. Didn't work out? Move out. But do not lose whatever it is that you do in life. In other words, your career, your job, the way you make money, to be independent. Do not end up depending on your guy. I don't care who it is. Not just this guy. Any guy. You gotta have your own money, independence. In case things didn't turn out the way you expected it, you have enough freedom and ability, power, and financial power to make changes. Many people get stuck in a relationship because they don't have the money anymore. They give up their career and they're hanging on the guy and all that. You know how it goes. So as long as you keep your independence, just, you want to move on together, move in together, well, do that. I don't see any reason for you to give up the place that you live and move out to another province, city, state. Get married. What do you think that piece of paper does? Didn't he get married 5 times before? What was the security there? He got divorced every time, right? So what does that piece of paper marriage gonna do to you? You know it doesn't worth a paper written on it, in any case, especially with this guy. So, so what is it that you think it's important to get married? He might think it. Perhaps he needs it for certain psychological reasons. But you shouldn't need it. You say, well, look, it's short life. Why do we need to get married? So we're living. If that does the trick, but don't lose your job. And Daisy says, okay, Daisy's talking to Helen. Helen says, you have a lot of wisdom, Mehran. I agree with you that the situation is not moving to another country or state because the solution is in the mind. Wayne says, male 46 Irish, good night from Ireland, Mehran. Enjoy your day in the sunshine. Thank you very much, Wayne. I appreciate it. And all right, Helen talking to Daisy. And Kirialvi says, Batista says, last question. And thank you very much, Mehran. Oh, there's no Mehran. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and for your words of wisdom. You're quite welcome, dear. And the last question is male 27 PR. PR is what? Peru, is it? No, is it? Okay. Says, you talked about finding someone that sees me in a great way and the way I see myself. But if right now, I don't see myself in that light, what should I be doing to change that state of mind? Well, start making steps. I don't care big or small, just as small as you feel comfortable. Try to make steps towards changing the things that causes you not to think highly of yourself. Whether it's your weight or your manners or your, I don't know, job or whatever it is, try to focus on making small steps to change them. As small as they may be, but they will make a change in your state of being and the vision and the image you have of yourself. And when you become successful in those changes, even a little bit, the image you have of yourself in your mind changes. Therefore, that projects outside, and you will know that the image the others have of you in their mind has changed because the source of it here has been changed. So I hope that will be a good thing for you to start, and I hope that will work for you. Helen says, this is for Daisy. All right. I don't get any flowers. Daisy gets. This is my live talk, and I get no flowers. Daisy, what are you doing to me? Okay, Batista says, Puerto Rico. Oh, I see PR, Puerto Rico. Yes, yes. Okay, guys, looks like we hit all the questions, and thank you very much. I love you all. Thank you for giving me your time to be here, and I spent some time with you in beautiful Hawaii. And let me just show you some scenery before I go.